coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Hype this video. Like this video. Leave a comment in this video. If you want to take us to the next level, man, do that for the channel. Let's grow. Let's get this thing where it needs to be. You dig? So we can reach some more people, man, and hopefully save some more people, man. Big love to all my subscribers. Big love to all my members. Y'all stay tuned, man. We working behind the scenes. More things to come, man. More things to come. Salute, salute, salute. Oh, man. Somebody asked me this question this morning, made me think about this video right here. This is a video to show you the level of pettiness in the penitentiary, man, which I don't know if it could go lower than anywhere besides penitentiary, man. The pettiness in the penitentiary is on an all-time low, man. But at the end of this video, I want you to leave a comment because I want you to tell me who you think was the pettiest in this situation. Because if you ask me, both situations were petty, but I'll give you my analysis after y'all give me y'all's. But this is one of these type of situations right here, man, where it is all bad for real, for real. But like I tell you, in the penitentiary, everything is all bad all the time. All right. You got this dude, he done did 16, 17 years, right? Now, the dude, he alone. He don't really mess with too many people, this, that, and the third. He a regular smuggler kind of dude in the penitentiary, if you could be that, right? But he had a mandatory date where he getting out at this specific time, period. Mandatory is different than having to make parole. You know what I'm saying? You got to make parole. Ain't no telling when you're going to get out. It depends on when they, give you parole. But you can also have a parole eligibility and still have a mandatory date. You would hope to make parole before you get to the mandatory date. That, you know what I'm saying? You want to get out as soon as possible. I mean, that's just common sense. But then you got some people who don't have parole, but they definitely got a mandatory date. That means they can't go beyond that date unless they catch some more time or something like that. You're going to get out on this date. Legally bind to get out on this date, right? But anyway, so he had a mandatory date coming up. People knew he was getting out, but he always was a kind of like a, you know what I'm saying, petty, tight dude. He don't, you know what I'm saying, he don't be barred from nobody, but he don't be, asking nobody for nothing. People will look out for him or whatever. You got dudes like that in the penitentiary, man. They got their own stuff. They ain't barring, they ain't gambling, they ain't doing this, doing that, so they ain't getting into debt. But they got their own, but they ain't gonna give you nothing. You ask, man, let me buy a soup or something, man, I ain't got it. But you always see them eating. You always see them going to the commissary, right? Now, that's all fair and dandy because, your people looking out for you, so that's what you do. And he worked in the kitchen. So people looking, and he ain't gonna steal neither. And dudes don't like that. You ain't gonna, they feel like you taking up space. If you working in the kitchen and you not stealing, you not working, you not bringing nothing out, you not selling nothing, man, get out the kitchen. That's how dudes feel. They feel like everybody working in their kitchen, you supposed to be working in there to get something back. Steal something. Potatoes, sugar twins, sandwiches, onions, scunion. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be in the kitchen because you in the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's how dudes feel. If you working over there and you ain't stealing nothing, they looking at you like you just stay struck. You just one of them stay struck bams. You know what I'm saying? And very rare if you guys people working in the kitchen, they ain't stealing, man. If nothing else, they steal for themselves. But very rare you got somebody working in the kitchen and not stealing because of the way we got to eat. And you got access to vegetables and, sugar and jelly and tomato paste and onions and green peppers and Gouda cheese and stuff that we don't got. So why ain't you, you know what I'm saying? So he working in the kitchen, like I say, he don't steal. So dudes already look at him like, you know what I'm saying, like he one of them ones is he like stay struck, right? So now they know he getting ready to go home, right? It is customary when you in the penitentiary that when you going home, you leave all things in the penitentiary that is penitentiary. TVs, uh, radios, headphones, commissary. What do you need this stuff for out in the free world when you got access to all of these things in abundance? You know, preferably all you supposed to take home is your books, your mail, your pictures, your photo albums, paperwork. You know what I'm saying? All this other stuff that dudes can actually use. They still got a bit ahead of them, possibly forever ahead of them. It is customary to leave these or gift somebody with that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes even be so slight, they'll sell their stuff. You know what I'm saying? To get a little extra money. I mean, technically that's kind of petty too. You know what I'm saying? Now, most people will want the TV because that's the big ticket item in prison. You can't buy nothing in prison that you can possess by the state that costs more than the TV. TV is your big ticket item. TV is your peace. TV is your solace. TV is where you can go and you can watch TV in your room. You ain't got to worry about being out there in the pod, trying to watch TV in the pod, and they ain't got the TV on the channel that you want. You got to watch what the masses is watching. TV is where you can sit in your own room, watch what you want to watch, get in your own zone, get away from the danger, the violence, the chaos, sit back in your room, you know what I'm saying, and watch what you want to watch and possibly, take you to another place for a minute, a couple of hours or whatever to make you forget where you actually at, right? So the TV is the big ticket item. So you got a lot of dudes in there, ain't got people to look out for them on the street for whatever reason. They might have done people dirt on the street. People might be doing bad on the street. Might have done your people bad on. It's just a lot of things to where people don't really got it like that. People may know you're a dope fiend. People may know you're a drug addict. They may don't want to send you no money. Whatever the case may be, it's people in there that can't afford the TV. TV gonna be almost $300. You know what I'm saying? 3 and some change. Little 13-inch TV. 3 and some change. You did. So it's the big ticket item. So normally if you going home, you gift somebody these things, right? So by them knowing dude was going home, dudes is trying like, who you gonna get the TV to, man? We got headphones. He was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? His celly got a TV. So that's out. This is why dudes is asking him. Because you got a couple dudes in there, youngins or whoever, they ain't got no TV. So they're like, man, what's up, man? I give you this for the TV, man. Let me give you that. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get at him about the TV, you know what I'm saying, a week or two before he on his way out the door. He keep on saying, I'ma let you know, and I don't know yet, and blah, 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 right? So it goes on and on, man. Dudes is still beckoning at him, getting at him about the TV, trying to get the TV, man. The one dude trying to get the headphones, the other dude trying to get the TV. Now, what you gonna do with some headphones at home, man? Did you? Headphones they got in there they cheap, man. Unless you get the R10s, the R20s, or something like that, it ain't like they got no Beats by Dre in there. Now you got petty headphones, but you need them. Most people got them. I never really used them. Never really used headphones or earbuds in there because even when I had headphones, I put one on one ear, the other one, because dudes, you know what I'm saying, you unaware to what's going on around you. So I ain't never really liked the headphones. Even in the cell, and I done had issues with cell partners because it's 2 people in the cell. If both of y'all got a TV and you got your TV on without headphones, if you're not watching the same channel, it's going to be confused. I could never really do it, man. Now, maybe I was wrong in those situations. Who cares? I'm in the penitentiary. I'm going to do it the way I got to do it the way I want to do it. If you ain't the police, you're not telling me what to do. I ain't never used headphones. So dudes be in the cell with me and they'll have their headphones on watching their TV. I had mine, in open sound. I just couldn't never get comfortable like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had a couple of sellers over the years be like, man, your TV loud. Okay. I mean, I turn it down a little bit, just be encouraged. Depends on who it was. And I had sellers that ain't had headphones neither. So it's their TV against mine. You know what I'm saying? But I can focus and listen to what I'm listening to and block his out. I can do that. Other people may not be able to do that. So a couple dudes say, look, they had to get to the point. If you ask me more than once, now I feel like you're pressing me. And I'm gonna tell you then, look, this is my TV, dog. I was in here, this is where I watch TV, you don't like it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be respectful and try to put it down enough where I can hear it. But if I can't hear it, I'm gonna turn it up enough where I can hear it. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And that used to be that. But so anyway, like I said, you ain't got nothing to do with no headphones on the street. You can get on the street, you can get some real headphones or whatever if you need them on the street. But he just kept playing and playing, so it come down to it's like 2 or 3 days before he leaves. So dudes is still pressing him like, man, what's up, man? I mean, goddamn, man, you gonna sell it on or what? Or who you gonna give it to? Because people automatically assuming you gonna give it to somebody. He keeps saying, I don't know, but I think I got somebody that I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna sell it though. I ain't gonna do this, do that. So then dude's like, man, he pump faking, man. He old sucker, woo. So the day before you leave, they come and pack your property up. If you're leaving tomorrow, they're packing your property up that day, right? And taking your stuff out and putting it in property to be over there when you get up tomorrow and they call you for release and you know what I'm saying, your stuff will already be up there, right? You ain't gonna have nothing that night, in your cell. You know what I'm saying? Besides whatever you can carry in one hand. That's all they're gonna tell you to keep in your cell. You keep anything else, they might throw it away. Especially like they do that when you're getting transferred too, right? So the day before he leave, they come pack his property up. Now the thing about that is they gonna pack your property up right there in front of people. You gonna bring it downstairs, put it out there on the table. They gonna inventory, put it all, box it all up, label it, woo. So dude seeing what you got, right? Man, this dude, they they come and get his stuff, right? He packing up the TV, the headphones, commissary, everything going home with him. And dudes see that and they live it. They like, man, this petty mother. He taking commissary. What you taking commissary home for, man? Like they ain't got a world of supermarkets out here, grocery stores and Walmarts. You taking food home and dudes in here starving? Dudes in here hungry? Man, and you taking the TV and you ain't even use who looking at a 13-inch TV on the street? Man, dudes is mad as I don't know what, right? So boom, pack all this stuff. A couple dudes even holler out the door like, man, look at this petty. Chuckers is hiding out there. You taking the TV show? God dang. Because like I say, you get his stuff away. I gave mine away. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you do. So man, when they leave and let them back in the cell and then boom, then, they bust the doors open out the count. People come out. He don't come out. He stay in. You know what I'm saying? Because he heard all of that heckling and smeckling and you go home tomorrow. Dudes is like, man, this petty Bama wouldn't even give his TV away. He wouldn't even sell it. But then he won't even give it away. Man, I knew it was going to be bad for him. And sure as grits is grocery, man, dudes start saying, man, where you sell it, man? When you gonna come out? Oh, petty joker, man, taking the TV home. Head, man, that sucker taking commissary home. He sell it like, man, he different, man. That's how he is, man. I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. Man, he a sucker, woo. So this is how they talking about. He stays in the cell all day. He don't even come back out the rest of the day. Now, that could be anything. It could be nervous energy because you get ready to go home after all this time. Or it could be you scared and you know it's danger, Will Robinson. And, man, this is why I say, man, you ain't never safe in the penitentiary, man. This man going home tomorrow. So the next day, When they wake up, go to breakfast, you go to breakfast. They call it breakfast early. You go to breakfast, come back from breakfast, man. You know what I'm saying? They do they count, bust the doors open. You dig what I'm saying? So after they bust them doors open, now you on the count for them people to call you to get ready, because the CO gonna come over and get you and walk you over there to where you gotta go to leave, right? So boom, chang 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 chang. They hit his door. They shake his door. You know what I'm saying? Tell him get ready, man. CO coming to get you. Right, so he come out the joint, got one little bag, you know what I'm saying, got a couple little paperwork in it, got that over his shoulder. This joint probably weigh about an ounce, you know what I'm saying, little stuff that he take it with, because he can pack everything up, right? So he come out there, he go down to the first table, sit down to wait for the police to come, but the pod is out, wreck is jumping, the whole pod is moving, everybody moving. Man, two Bammers walked over there. I seen them though. I seen the way they was moving. I seen it. I said, man, they get ready to do some crazy. I could tell because the body language, the way they moving. Man, walk over to him. So one of them is lagging back. The other one is in front. So he's sitting there at the table. Dude walk over to him. He said, man, you took the TV home, man. Come, sir, and all that, man. I thought I was trying to get the TV. So I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but he was saying something like, yeah, man, I mean, you know, man, he said, man, you know, that's petty as I don't know what, man, for real, dog. You know, it's like a mop. Take off on the Bama. Bang! Knock him over the joint. He trying to get himself up together. The other dude come running from the back and kick him right in the back of the head. Boom, man, like a soccer ball, dog. I'm talking about, bang, he slide over. The people in the booth ain't even paying attention. Man, he over there in the corner, man, right up under the telephones. Man, they start mollywopping that joker, man. They kicking him, stumping him, punching him. He curled up. This the same day he going home. He can go home, and right now the people is coming to get him. You dig? So they beating the dog not out of him on his way out the door. Man, and the only thing to save this Bama is that people, the CO that's coming to get him, to walk him over the way he got to go to leave, is coming in the side door. So when they bust the side door open, man, dude over there is stomping and beating on him. So the dude that come in to get him, he come in, he can hear a little noise, but he can't see because it's around the corner. You got the booth right here, then you got the corner, you gotta bend the corner. So it's around the corner, right? So when he come in, right, he like, what to do with that? And the lady in the booth come walking over and say, oh, and they look over there and see him. They still on him. They act like they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? They trying to give him their business, and they giving them the business. Bang, bang, stomping him, kicking him, boom. Man, the CO look around that corner. Hey, man, get up off him. Get up. Hey, 1033. Everybody go to your cell. Start locking down and everything. They don't even, the CO that's coming to get him don't even know who he is, like by sight. They don't know this the dude you coming to get. Laid over there bleeding and getting stumped out. You know what I'm saying? Pull his mace out, start spraying. Shh, shh. Next thing you know, police flood the block. They run up in there. He laid over there. They get the two dudes stretched out on their belly. You know what I'm saying? Cuff them up. You know what I'm saying? Drag them on up out of there, man. Get the old dude, roll them over, man. Call medical over. Medical come over. They come over the joint. You know what I'm saying? They roll him over. They look at me. He bust up, man. I mean, face bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Looked like his little arm broke. He bust up, man. They stomping him, kicking him. I mean, they was giving him the business. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. I didn't even want even paying attention too much of it. Like, I'm looking at it, right? And I'm talking to my seller. I'm like, who was my seller at the time? I'm talking to myself. I'm like, man, dude going home. And it's the same day. He going home this morning. Who was my seller, man? I think it might have been Jared, man. Just, hey, he going with he going with some nuts. I think it was Jared, man. Jared's like, he going with some nuts on his head. Man, it ain't funny, but I'm just saying it's petty. But they like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You going home, and man, they crushed him, bro. Man, they got dude out, man, put him on the little boat, take him on up out there on the little orange boat and everything, man. Keep us locked down for half of the day. All parties involved is gone. Why is we locked down? What do we got to do with it? All parties involved is gone. Both dudes is gone. They put hands and feet on. The dude is gone. What is we locked down for? But that's a whole nother issue. But that's how they do us though, right? So boom, they get them up out there. Man, COs was telling us, say, man, dude had to go. They had to go out there because his people was up there to pick him up. Said, man, they had to go out there and tell his people, you got to pick him up at the local hospital down the street. He had an altercation. So the people say, what? what the? what the? So he couldn't go straight home. He had to go to the hospital, man. He had to go to the hospital for whatever damage they put on him. He had to go right to the hospital, get that fixed. So his first day on the street, if he got released from the hospital that day, his first day on the street was with bumps and bruises, man. Beat up, last day in the penitentiary. You did? All because he wanted to be petty and take home commissary, take home headphones, take home TV, and say, yeah, I'm out of here. I did 16, 17 years, but man, y'all fend for yourself. And that just ain't the penitentiary way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't customary. Leave that stuff, man, to the people who need it. You don't need it no more. It ain't nothing they can do for you on the street. Nothing. You understand? It's gone. Now you might be still, that's a state-struck Negro. That's a state-struck Negro. Because you locked up in your mind like, I need this commissary. I need this cosmetics. Yeah, cosmetics too. I need this cosmetics. Man, I'm going to have a TV for myself. Man, you don't need that stuff on the street, dog. And if you do, you'll be able to get it because you got more access to things out here. You know what I'm saying? But penitentiary mindset is that I need everything I got. I can't afford to give up nothing. And that's a penitentiary mindset. But you on your way on to go home, literally, in a few minutes. But you got to come up off of that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to come up off of that mindset. But he didn't want to do it, so they put something on him. He had something on his mind, and they put something on his hand pots. And they was willing to go to jail because obviously they was willing because they didn't stop whooping them when the people came in. They was ready to go to jail. They didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to send that message. Man, you can rest assured the next couple of dudes, well, they gave that TV up. They gave that TV up, get that commissary way whether they wanted to or not. Because they see what's gonna happen. You dig? So man, that's a wild joint, man. I would really want to talk to him and ask him, you know, how did it feel, man? You know, your first day on the street, man, after 17 years, and you out there with, you know, battered and bloody. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the man. If there's ever a crazy way to go home, that's it right there. After all you done been through, all you done made it through, what you deserve something for that. You know what I'm saying? For just making it through this process that we call human hell. And you got to go home like that, man. I don't even know if I didn't know him that well, but I didn't know him that well, so I can't say whether he took a beating that bad in his whole 17 years. Did on the day that he went home. He took a worse beating on the day that he went home than he took in the whole 17 years. Crazy work. This is the psychology of the penitentiary, bro. You don't know what's going to happen. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Be prepared for anything. Now, of course, you couldn't have no Bethlehem on your way out the door, but you had to be up, man, standing around, moving around. You can't sit down and get comfortable, be getting all, you know what I'm saying, sentimental. Oh, man, don't give me a go on the street. Man, you got to stay focused till you outside of them walls, bro, because he ain't no telling what's going on, man. The sucker run up on you, ain't like you at all, and try to, you know, put one in you on the way out the door. You never know. It doesn't happen. You did? So, yeah, man, he learned a tough lesson, man. You know, it's not to be petty, and you know, it ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till you outside the gates. He learned both of them lessons in one day. Now, who was the pettiest? Him for trying to take that stuff home, or for them dudes saying, "Oh no, we gonna whoop you." Since you want to be like that, you want to keep that and take all that home. You don't want to look out for the jokers that's still in here doing time. We gonna whoop you. Who is the pettiest? Who? What y'all think? Who is the pettiest out of these two, entities? Who? I don't know, man. Talk to me in the comments. I talk back. I'm curious to know what y'all think. After I know what y'all think, I'll tell you what I think. But in any event, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. We out here, TBP Nation, stand up, peace, love. Let's go, let's get it. We on the road to 150K. Let's not be petty and let's get that. So we can come back and split that at the meet and greet. You dig? Let's go, let's get it. We gone. Bang.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.